Mom, just let me finish. Gah. Today is Friday, April 23rd, and I'm Derek O'Shea, and this is the Derek O'Shea Show. Caitlyn Jenner, 71 years old, is running for governor of California. Boy, does Caitlyn look great for Caitlyn's age. Caitlyn said that she's going to be taking down the restrictive lockdown measures that Democrat Gavin Newsom put on and to return to prosperity in California. That's right. If anybody's going to change California, it's Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, did you see how great of a job Caitlyn did at the Masked Singer show? Fantastic. Oh, man. That's right. That's how you rise to a political status these days. You become an influencer, and then you become a reality star. Biden masks up for a video call to discuss climate change with world leaders today, and he appears to be the only one wearing a freaking mask. If that's not freaking political theater, I don't know what is. I just want you to know that I'm wearing a mask because I want my people to know that this is important. Even on video calls, even when you're in a room alone, put a mask on. You need to get used to this. Never take your mask off, ever, for any occasion. Golly. Protesters and rioters clashed with police in Manhattan on Thursday night after a monument was vandalized. Yay. I told you people, it didn't matter what if he was convicted or not. I mean, yes, maybe because he was convicted, less cities erupted, but yet we still have the weekend coming. It's Saturday and Sunday tomorrow. People have days off. And yeah, it's going to continue because, they want to dismantle the system because why? It's a systematic racism. So if it's systematic racism, there's nothing you can do to stop them rioting because they want to take down the system. How do people not understand it? Especially some of my liberal friends, they're just like, well, thank God they won't. You protest. No, they're going to continue to protest, especially in some of these big cities like Portland and Chicago and New York, apparently. Especially Portland. I did that city. I just don't. Why would you live there if you're conservative? If you don't support any of this, get out. Because obviously they're going to continue voting for this. Trump goes on an interview encouraging people to get vaccinated, saying, I'm in favor of the vaccine. Trump told New York Post, it's one of the great achievements, a true miracle. And it's not only for the United States, but we're saving tens of millions of lives throughout the world. We're saving entire countries. I love Trump. He's such a salesman. We're saving everyone, literally everyone. Brown and yellow, black and white, they are precious in my sight. Oh, gosh. I don't care if Ronald Reagan comes out of the grave, busts out, and grabs me by the face. Derek, take the freaking vaccine, bro. It's still my choice. My body, my choice, okay? If I want to take the vaccine, I'm going to take it. And guess what? I'm not going to tell anyone that I took it. Maybe I'll tell my family. Maybe. If they're lucky. No, I'm not going to say anything. It's so dangerous. Why do I hate these politicians feel like they need to, be our, thought police? Trump, please go online and say that you're for the vaccines because conservatives aren't getting vaccinated. It's because you're not saying anything, not because they think for themselves, or maybe they're like, hey, I see the probability of me dying from this, and the therapy drugs that are coming through are actually pretty good, and I'm not in my 70s or 60s or 80s or 90s, I think I'm okay. No, you must take the vaccine. You must take the vaccine. And when you go on video conferences like Biden, put on your mask. Michaela Bryant, Rutgers professor, said that Michaela Bryant was adultified because she was a big girl. Are you calling her fat? Oh my God, that's so rude. Rutgers professor says she was adultified and describes stabbing as a regular old everyday community conflict. That's right. Stabbings happen in the community every day, and cops need to get out of it. Allow the stabbings to happen. I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to hammer this point real quick, is that it just continues my thought that liberals and leftists do not care about black on black crime. They don't. They say, you know what? Let that black girl stab the other black girl. That's okay. The white cop shooting, that's bad. Let black people handle their own black problems. Segregation is good. It's unbelievable, this thought process. It literally makes absolutely no sense. As Chicago has murders, Chicago last weekend, 25 people shot, 5 dead in the streets, and that's just an average weekend. And yet, we're more concerned about this, and we're talking about this, as opposed to like Chicago's crime rate isn't a big deal, and these cities explode with crime rates because they are funding the police, and people feel like they can do whatever they want, and rioters and protesters just get taken out of jail, and they get taken off as if you can destroy and steal whatever you want. Like, they're encouraging violence, and then they see this, and they think, hey, that white cop should have just let it happen because it's a regular community conflict. There should be a security guard that helped out, not a cop. It makes me so angry. Like, I just can't do it. You just can't think logically about this stuff. Or you'll go absolutely insane. The fact that a Rutgers professor feels like she needs to say this, and yes, she's black, but so she feels like she can. And she's quote unquote educated, and gets paid more than I'll ever make probably. And it's just so dumb. Why would you encourage that kind of violence in your community? Why? That makes no sense. Unless you hate your community. Stock market tanks after a report of Biden plan to be fair, it did bounce back a little bit today, but it tanked pretty hard yesterday on Biden's plan to pay for the leftist agenda. Quote, saying Biden will propose almost doubling the capital gains tax for wealthy individuals to 39.6% to help pay for the raft of social spending that addresses long-standing inequalities. Oh, great. So, don't make a lot of money because we'll tax you more. Stay at under. You know, it just encourages the thought that liberals and leftists want you to stay poor because, well, where's the incentive? If you make $100,000, your tax is at this percent. But if you make $101,000, it's at 40%. Stay poor. Don't ever get more money. Matt Lee, a reporter from the Associated Press, repeatedly pressed Biden's State Department official Ned Price, who's just a peach, on Thursday, asking to name a single example of a sanction that Trump administration improperly placed on Iran, as he said they did. And Price, who could not name a single example, faced the question as Biden administration tries to negotiate Iran, bringing back Iran back to the 2015 nuclear deal known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Yay! Don't you love when people are in power that don't know any of their history of the position they're in? You know, it's okay though. Everything's okay. Everything's just fine. Democrats in the House of Representatives vote to make Washington, D.C. the 51st state. As freshman Democrat New York Congressman Moderator Jones, who's black, attacked the Republican, which I don't even want to say people's skin color because I don't think it matters at all, but I feel like in today's society, if things that comes out of people's mouth are more perceived as racist if they look differently, it's just, attacks the Republican representatives who opposed the bill, saying, I had no idea there were so many symbols in the word white. What? I had no idea. One of my House Republican colleagues said that D.C. shouldn't be a state because the district doesn't have a landfill. What? What? Please name that Republican colleague so we can vote him out because he's obviously an idiot. My goodness, with all this, and then he continued, my goodness, with all this racist trash my colleagues have brought to this debate, I can see why they're worried about having a good place to put it. What? No. It has nothing to do with race. And then he continued, the truth is there's no good faith argument for disenfranchising over 700,000 people. Yes, they're not even American citizens, most of whom are people of color, and there it is, Jones continued, calling white Republicans racist trash. That is a lot to unify. Also, great argument. God, You can't have logical conversations anymore. You're not allowed to. Because if you have a different point of view other than what Madary Jones from New York, black Democratic congressman said, then you are racist trash. That's right. There's no good argument. I love when people say that. There's no good argument against climate change. Not a single one. Nothing. There's no good argument for us to open up our schools. Not a single one. What about this? No, you're racist. Honestly, I'll push back. There's not a good argument for it besides to continue to have Democrats in power forever and ever and ever. Amen. Also, when you say that, I just feel like I'm arguing with a 13-year-old boy. Hey, this is not a good argument. My mom said so. The earth is on fire, and we're all going to die soon, Democrat Representative Katie Porter said. That's a good just a good progression of what the story I just had. The earth is on fire. We're all going to die soon, Democrat Representative Katie Porter said. Yay. No, California's on fire. And pleads with Greta Thunberg for advice on her panicked 9-year-old daughter. Hey, I don't know how to talk to my daughter anymore. Greta, can you come tell my daughter everything's going to be okay and how we're going to fix the world? Greta, I don't know how to be an adult. I don't know how to be a mom. I don't know. Your daughter is in trouble. That poor little girl. Just being manipulated by her mom. The earth is on fire and we're all going to die soon. Yeah, wait to tell your 9-year-old daughter that and then think that Greta Thunberg is going to help out in every way. Arizona school board hosts retirement party for superintendent though senior prom remains canceled. That is one of the best stories of the day. Because you know why? Because it just continues the idea. And not the idea, the truth. Rules for thee and not for me. Hey, I'm in power. I've been working hard for this. I've done this for over 40 years. Your senior prom is something you can just get over. Hey, and your grandma that's dying in the hospital alone that you're not allowed to go see, that's your problem. But if I was in power, if I'm a political figure, I can do that. It's different for me, okay? You just don't get it. It's hard. I'm in a hard job. I'm a superintendent. There's the word super in front of my name, which is a big deal. It's super, okay? You get it? In New Hampshire, a blast from a gender reveal party sparks earthquake fears and damages homes in New Hampshire after a family detonates 80-pound bomb explosive mixed with blue chalk and announced baby boy. Apparently, you could hear this explosion across 7 cities. New Hampshire? I had no idea there was rednecks in New Hampshire, but now that I know, the more you know. That's insane. 80-pound bomb for an gender. What? Can we just stop? Miracles. Oh, this is a good story. Finally, a good story just to make you feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Miracle of the orphans who escaped the gas chamber. Two Jewish boys who were among 13 children saved from the Nazis after they were hidden in a Belgian hospital are reunited after 76 years to reveal their incredible story. That is so cool. 2 Jewish boys were hid in a Belgian hospital, and now they're reunited after 76 years. Could you imagine do you think you would even recognize, I don't remember much as a kid, and so if something crazy like that happened, I guess because of the trauma, you would remember it, but God, unbelievable. Very cool story. And we're back to uncool. Female police officer has been stabbed to death by a man screaming Allahu Akbar near Paris. But the assailant has been shot dead, so that's good. Come on. Poor police officer, though. Stabbed to death. That's right. Take away the guns. There'll be no more. Oh, wait, people are stabbing people. Oh, wait. According to a Rutgers professor, stabbing people is just a community thing. It's okay to stab people. Right, Britain? You're having a good time with that. China censors feminist group after a drop in marriage and birth rate. Feminists who encourage women not to get married and have kids are having their accounts and groups disappear on social media platforms. I wonder what that sounds like. Accounts disappearing because China, the government, disagrees with something. I can't think of any company in America that does the same thing. But if you can think of it, let me know, because those people are just like communist China that is imprisoning Uyghur Muslims and is totally okay with it. Same with LeBron James. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, this guy, he just sounds like a robot, has issued a blanket authorization for U.S. diplomatic outposts around the world to fly the pride flag on the same flagpole as the U.S. flag in their embassy to consult showcasing the LGBTQ rights. Oh, for me. I was like, why is that? Yay. Why? Just, isn't the American flag enough? Why do we have to have a pride flag? Seriously. Isn't the American flag a representation that we accept everyone for who they are? Despite what they look like, despite how smart they are, despite who they want to have sex with. I mean, isn't the American flag a symbol of freedom? Oh, no, it's not. That's a white supremacist symbol. Former President George Bush said in an interview, which I reported on, that with People Thursday, that he painted people with too broad of a brush, describing a modern Republican Party as isolationist and nativist. Yes. I thought that was stupid before, George, and I think it's interesting you're walking it back. I wonder if you were told to shut your freaking mouth, or if you're actually sorry. I can't tell. I just can't tell with politicians anymore. I just can't even deal. And today in history, speaking of can't even dealing, in 1961, Judy freaking Garland plays Carnegie Hall. And if you don't know who Judy Garland is, you're not a boomer. Wizard of Oz much? I mean, come on. I remember when Wizard of Oz came out in theater. No, I don't. I wasn't born. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Derek Show. This one was a little long. It's the Friday dish. I'm a little off the rails, and that's okay. I hope you are too. Have a freaking fantastic Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Find a way to enjoy it, and find a way to make a difference in somebody's life, as always. Because the news will tell you everyone's insane, but I don't think so. You're not insane. You listen to me. Also, if you don't mind sharing this news with literally anyone and everyone you know, it helps me grow. It's the only way I would grow, because algorithms don't give a crap about what I have to say and what I stand for. So it's on us. It's on us to share and share it on every platform. Let everyone know about the Derek O'Shea Show. I would greatly appreciate it. You can text people. You can tell people word of mouth. You can send emails. You can go on a Zoom call like Joe Biden, put your mask on, and tell everyone about it. No, please take your mask off. You're going to talk about me. And have a fantastic day. I have some more stuff coming out, and I have some week recap and deep thoughts for the week that I hope you guys enjoy. And also be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. I still go live on there. We'll see how long that lasts. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next episode of the Derek O'Shea Show.